Hello everyone, it's your Booth Ice Booth here, and welcome back. 1 second, I just realized I don't think I closed my door. I love that I keep doing this bit where I just keep forgetting to close the door. Never mind, it's closed. So anyways, how are you guys doing? Give me a second. Now, before we get started today, I did do this. Okay, this is what I haven't done yet. The new web event that came out. Oh, let me move me over here. Yeah, let me move myself over here so that way we can see what I'm talking about. So this is the new web event. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this real fast. I might actually move when I open up the window so we can watch as I do this. $120 Primo Gems. That's pretty good. Well, let me just open this. Let me open up the display capture. There we go. A bit different from what I normally do. I think we'll go to this Phantom ad. The Academia Extravaganza. There should be loads of people. Oh right, I still have to do all the event minigame stuff. I might be doing that like tomorrow, just intermittently throughout. Well, the theme is using potions to adventuring. Normal students would have a hard time participating. If it's for normal students, they should choose a theme like a guide to simple and useful potions that everyone should have for at-home usage or traveling. Or phew, that's a long name. Sounds tempting. Maybe we'll open our own booth in the future Academia Extravaganzas. But Paimon doesn't know anything about potions. Is it too late for Paimon to join the Academia and learn? No, Paimon doesn't want to spend all her time writing papers for the Academia. Paimon doesn't need to know anything about potions. Paimon knows Nahida and Sino, and that's enough. God of Wisdom, potions should be as easy as pie, and Sino's the representative of Phantom ad. So we have capable, helpful mentors and students like Paimon who aren't diligent or studious. Ta-da! Paimon's potion period is starting. You make potions, you describe them, but Paimon picks better names than you. Paimon wants to give the names. No time to lose. Let's go to the sanctuary of Surasthana and see if Nahida's there. White iron and mint. Let's throw him in a cauldron and give him a whirl. Oh, hey, sweetie. Well, that's fine. You managed. It's okay if you're late to the stream. Ah, boy. White iron and mint. Today we're going to make minty white iron. Now we've tossed the materials in the pot. What base should we add? Let's add some water. Berry and mint burst. I dropped my pencil there. Hold down the stirring rod and move your mouse side to this mix. Okay. Ah. Invigorating summer potion. A Bloom my potion with the fluorescence of the ore swirling about. It smells quite refreshing as it contains mint. The ingredients are easy to obtain and it is quite durable, so it seems perfect for dealing with summer heat. Oh, hey, Nahida. Thank you. Ah, so it's going to be a lot of fooling around. Oh, so if you log in every day, you get ingredients. Okay. That was crazy. Reinforced and humid. There's a potion that could make people more resistant to heat, but could also reduce the detrimental effects of humidity on the items. Then that should meet your requirements of a must-have for the home on the road. Do I trust you? Okay. Hennaberry, Starshroom, White Iron Junk. So let's do that. Actually, I think I should fool around with this stuff like offline. But I'll make one more real fast. Okay, nut. So we need Achalanka nuts, white iron chunk. I think oil with that would be good. And I got plenty to spare, so let's try oil first. We succeeded. Oh, it doesn't like okay, so you don't like lose ingredients. That's interesting. Ooh. Bait for insects in the desert. You can accidentally be ingested by children. Oh, sweet, we've created Tide Pods. Oh, that's terrible. What do I think of this web event? It's a lot easier. Well, I guess I should I say easier on one hand, but oh no, everyone's on my desktop now. They're gonna know that I play League of Legends. But worse, they're gonna know that I play Webkins. Anyways. Okay, that won't go away. Anyways, today, we, as the title suggested, we're taking care of Baizhu story quest. Someone seems to be asking for help outside of Boo Boo Pharmacy. Well, for this one, Sadly, I guess for this one, how's it feel to finally get to play Baizhu story for 2 years? Gratifying. However, I will be taking Baizhu off of my team for this, just so I can play him when it gets to the demo part. So, we will be using just a normal... I guess a pyro character would do the job. This would just make it funny to bring her. Actually, I should bring a healer, so I might just swap out Faruzan. No, I can't bring Klee. Her artifacts aren't really leveled up, and also she doesn't have good artifacts on her. I'll bring Xinyan.
Oh yeah, rock on!
I do need a healer, though. I don't want to swap out Faruzan. I want to actually use her. So, but I need the Hydro for like the. Alright, so I guess we're gonna. Let's take Jean with us.
We may leave at any time.
I think Jean will be fun for this. Cooking for Hydro Resonance? Yeah, I want to. Words coming out of my mouth. Yeah, I could just grab Kokomi. I'll do that. Oh no, wait, Dory! What am I talking about? I have Dory. I keep forgetting. I don't know how I forgot I had Dory. I could just use her, but... Oh, but then I don't get to use Faruzan. Never mind, my brain's running around in different spots. I'm running around in different directions right now.
Need the help of an elder, huh? All is accounted for. Let's move out.
I swear, if any normal person tried to, like, perform the mental gymnastics that my brain does, you'd have, like, so many pulled muscles from just trying to stretch, like, as far as I do. Oh, what's this? It's nice and cozy down here. I like it. Oh.
What's your name, buddy? Are you here to buy some medicine? Where are your mom and dad?
Are you lost?
No, I'm not. My name's Ayu, and I'm here because...
Hey there, Chi-Chi. Hi, Gray. What's going on?
Don't mind us. We're just interrupting what this child's trying to explain.
Hi, Traveler and Paimon.
You've actually come at the perfect time. This little boy seems to have gotten himself lost. I think he must be new to the city. Probably wandered away from his parents and...
No, listen to me. I'm not the one who's lost. It's my dad!
Your dad? How does a fully grown man manage to get lost in Liyue Harbor?
Well, with all the markets and the attractions, I would believe it's kind of easy.
Well, my dad's always been kind of forgetful. In the past, he was just a little slow to react sometimes, but I'm worried that it's getting more serious.
So, what about your mom?
She went out a few days ago to gather some herbs for my dad, but she still hasn't come back. Meanwhile, my dad's been getting worse and worse. I remembered that the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy always runs a clinic in Chingsa Village during the Lantern Rite, so I thought, why don't I take Dad to Liyue Harbor to see him there?
Ah, he means Baizhu.
When we got to the city gate, I took a moment to ask the Millelith guards for directions to the pharmacy. And then, when I turned back around, my dad was gone! I asked the Millelith guys to go find him, but he said they won't be able to send that many people. So then I figured, maybe I could ask some other people in the city to help.
You came to the right place. We're pros at finding people. Isn't that right, Traveler?
It'll be a piece of cake for us. I always get surprised when I find chests out of nowhere.
Changshen can help. She has a good sense of smell, like a dog.
Hey, who's talking about me behind my back?
Chengsheng, Chi-Chi meant that as a compliment. There's no need to be upset. Hello, child. You mentioned that you were looking for the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy. How might we be of service?
Hello, Baizhu.
You have a talking snake? Oh, are you Uncle Baizhu?
Uncle Baizhu?
Chengsheng, now's not the time. My dear boy, could you tell me more about your father's condition, as much as you can recall?
Yes, Dr. Baizhu.
Ayu explains his father's health situation to Baizhu.
I see. And your family lives near Chingsa Village, you say? I visit patients there frequently, but I don't recall ever seeing you or your parents.
Uh-huh. My mom doesn't like meeting other people, especially during Lantern Rite. She always tells me to just stay at home and keep my dad company.
Is that so? Ayu, by any chance, is your mother's name Jiangli?
Whoa, yeah, it is! Do you know my mom, Dr. Baizhu?
I certainly do. Gui, Chi-Chi, are there any pressing matters in the pharmacy at the moment? Ayu's parents are old acquaintances of mine, so I would very much like to assist with the search. Would the two of you have time to join me?
Don't forget us two. We already told Ayu that we'd help.
Oh, really? Well, that's wonderful. We are most grateful for your support.
You can count on us, Baizhu.
Chi-Chi and I need to clear up the shop front first, but once that's taken care of, we'll be right out to help you with the search.
Family is very important.
Also, I guess this is kind of technically, like, 0.5, like, this is like 0.5% Chi-Chi story as well. This is like the most we'll get to see her in a character story.
Thank you. Then I'll leave you to handle the pharmacy. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you come with me and Ayu? Let's start by talking to the Millelith guards at the city gates, see if they have an update.
The Heart of Healing. Oh. Hopefully Chi-Chi will get her own story someday. That way we can see more of her character arc and then a Baizhu cameo. That would be kind of cool. I feel like we could get something interesting and emotional with Chi-Chi's story, similar like Shenhe's.
They searched to the north, but couldn't find anyone who matched the description.
Well, that complicates things. The city folks say there's no sign of him either. We need to start looking further afield. But where are we gonna get the people?
Excuse me, sirs. have you found out anything about my dad yet?
Ah, hey there, buddy. Dr. Baizhu. What brings you out this way?
The boy asked for our help, so we're here to join the search. Any new developments to update us on?
Oh, thank goodness. We were just discussing how we're running out of manpower. As for updates, I'm sorry to say that we've searched the surrounding area thoroughly, but didn't find anything.
The guards at the crossing up ahead said they hadn't seen anyone either, so we don't believe he was heading towards the Guili Plains. But it is possible that he was bound for Luhua Pool.
Luhua Pool.
Luhua Pool? The terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
We'll take that area. I've been there about, over 100 times by this point.
You will? Oh, great. We can't thank you enough.
Sorry we weren't able to find your dad, buddy.
That's okay. Thank you for trying.
I'm afraid we have to stay at our posts, so we won't be able to join you in the search.
If they don't end up giving her a character story, would it be a good opportunity to make her next focus for Lantern Rite? That would be a good idea, I believe. Because honestly, that's how we kind of got Zhao's story, in a sense. And that is also how we got Shen... Kind of, is that how we got Shenhe's story? Also Kuching's story, yeah. Interlude before Lantern Rite. Okay. Romar! Welcome! Currently we're doing a Baizhu story quest right now. As for the most recent Lantern Rite, it was mostly everyone that got attention. Yeah, everyone kind of got an even amount of attention during that one. Ah, it's this one building I've only been to a few times, despite how much I've played this game. Oh, that's new.
Dad! Dad, can you hear me?
We found his father. He's been turned into a squirrel. And the squirrel left to go get milk.
Look! There's somebody over there! Oh no! It's... Hey, you! Stop! Don't go any further! Watch where you're going! Oh, dear customer, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does appreciate your patronage, but you needn't hasten the inevitable. Are you all right?
Hu Tao.
Huh?
Dad!
Hey, Hu Tao! My, who do we have here? It's the Traveler in Paimon, and... my worst nightmare. I see she still hasn't warmed to you.
Thank you, Director Hu, for saving this man.
Dad, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Ayu.
Are you? Who am I?
Your name is Jia Liang, and you live just west of Qingse Village. You were supposed to come to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. Remember? Does that jog your memory?
Oh, my name is Jia Liang. Liyue Harbor. See the doctor? Yes, I'm Jia Liang, and I need to see the doctor. Wait, why do I need to see the doctor?
I forget, but I believe it's an important reason.
Uh-oh. He seems in really bad shape. We need to get him back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away.
That was a bad joke. I'll be honest. That was a really bad joke. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Hu-Tao. Gotta dash. Dinner's on us next time.
Hold on a second. You're not seriously thinking of taking him to Boo Boo Pharmacy in this state, are you?
Huh? Why not? What's the problem?
Come on, Baizhu. Don't tell me you haven't noticed it. Didn't your master teach you how to spot the signs? Why do I get the sense that you spotted them right away, but you're planning to use it for your own ends?
I am forgiven. Ah, thank you.
Use what? What are you talking about? Paimon's lost.
There are traces of god remains in Jialiang's system.
God, what now?
Oh, yes, but more importantly, they're on the verge of an outburst. If that happens, the consequences will be unthinkable.
Okay, Hu-Tao, I know you've taken us to, like, the literal land of the dead. But could you be a little more, easy on what exactly is happening?
Paimon, sorry. What?
I agree with Paimon here. I'm with her.
God remains?
There's no need to worry, Director Hu. I have methods of keeping them at bay.
What did your masters teach you?
It is the sworn duty of all who practice medicine to cure illnesses and save lives. What reason would I have to neglect a patient in need who is right there in front of me?
Hu-Tao took a page out of Death Stranding to confuse me.
Besides, it was my late master's dying wish to be able to save this patient in particular. Perhaps out of respect for him, you could give me a day's grace so that I have time to treat him?
Now you're bringing my great-uncle into this? Baizhu, just what are you planning this time?
Merely to cure this man, nothing more. But of course, if you have any doubt as to my intentions, you are more than welcome to accompany me to Boo Boo Pharmacy and monitor my activities.
Oh, really? I thought I was persona non grata at Boo Boo Pharmacy. You're being unusually generous today.
We won't let things get out of hand. I have handled plenty of God.
Okay, deal. We're not gonna solve anything by keeping Jialiang here.
Weren't you just trying to keep Zhang Yilong here, though, Hu-Tao?
I'm happy to do it your way, but only for my great-uncle's sake and the travelers, of course.
Can you guys please explain to me what's going on right now?
You must be pleased you brought the traveler along. Otherwise, this would have been a much more vexing ordeal.
Well, time is of the essence. Let's get ourselves back to Boo Boo Pharmacy at once. Blockages within the cardiovascular system, reduced blood flow and energy circulation? I see. I suppose this must have caused the cognitive abnormalities.
Dr. Baizhu, how bad is it? Can you cure him?
Honestly, I don't know even what's going on, so I hope he can cure him.
Don't you worry. Baizhu's a really great doctor. He's sure to find a way. Isn't that right, Baizhu?
Is there an easy way to cure God remains?
Ayu, do you know when your father first started displaying these symptoms?
I'm not sure. He's been like this for as long as I can remember. But it wasn't as bad as this when I was still little.
Oh, is this like Ashtaha?
So it's been a long time indeed.
Is it a grim prognosis?
No. I have a treatment plan in mind. We can start tonight. Come and see me again tomorrow morning. I promise that by then, Ayu will find his father healthy and lucid again.
Thank you, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you so much.
If you still have any misgivings, Director Hu, please feel free to hang around for as long as you wish.
However, it would be best if you step outside this room. A doctor must be able to focus when treating a patient. Any distractions heighten the risk of complications.
Alright, see you when you get back.
Yes, of course, absolutely. I'll just go and look at the flowers or something. But I will be back in an instant at the first sign that something's amiss.
H-Style was forgetting because it's like corrosion. Oh no, by that I was referring to the in the quest when you go to meet H-Style, like discover H-Style, the one guy who can like spot and like identify minerals. He had like a piece of H-Style inside of him or something. That's kind of where I was like making a connection. This is definitely different than like H-Style's corrosion.
See you tomorrow, Baizhu and Changcheng.
Or is it erosion, I think.
Bye for now, everyone.
Are you ready, Baizhu?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm used to it by now. Come on, let's get started.
The suspense is killing me. Oh.
All's well that ends well, huh?
Yep.
You know, Paimon's kind of curious after hearing Baizhu mention those people from his past. What do you think they were like?
You mean Baiju's master?
Yeah, you must be curious too, right? Let's go see what we can find out while Baiju's busy treating Ayu's dad.
Ah, well, who's going to give us the answer? I shouldn't glide over this because I'm going to fall. Yep.
While I'm idling time on admiring the scenery, the spectacled snake-bedecked docs doing surgery. Hello, you busy bees, and what do you have to discuss with the funeral director today?
Okay, so, what the fuck are god fragments? But more importantly, so your great uncle was Baiju's master?
Actually, don't tell me. Let me guess. From the looks on your faces, you've got some questions for me.
That would be correct.
Guilty as charged. So, we were just a little curious about Baiju's master. What was he like? Oh, and also, how come you and Baizhu could tell so quickly that Jia Liang had god remains in his system?
Also, what are god remains?
Huh? I thought I told you once before. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first founded to fight back against the vengeful wrath of gods defeated in war.
Yeah, that vaguely rings a bell. I kind of remember that.
Well, it is a dusty old tale by this point. Long story short, in the ancient world, dead gods were acting up, so our ancestors started purifying the air and burning the bodies of the deceased to guard the border between life and death.
Dead gods were acting up. Okay. I remembered the burning of bodies to preserve the border between life and death. I forgot about the dead gods part. Mostly because the only dead god that I have seen was a haunting display of salt statues.
These days, we don't deal with the wrath of the gods anymore, but all the relevant know-how is still passed down to each generation, so we can identify gods' remains when we see them.
Hu Tao, we do deal with the wrath of the gods. Hu Tao, in Liwa alone, I've had to deal with 3 separate god encounters. 2 of which were from the ocean. 2.
Okay, Paimon gets it now. Wait, so how did Baizhu learn to spot them?
Almost certainly from his master, who was also my great uncle. Baizhu's master was my grandpa's younger brother, a former deputy director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Wow, fancy that! Huh. So, if he was from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, how did he end up as Baizhu's master?
According to my grandpa, he and my great uncle once went traveling together when they were young. They ended up at Chenyu Vale, where they met a pharmacist. That pharmacist must have cast some sort of spell on my great uncle, because after that encounter, he suddenly announced he wanted to leave the family business and go practice medicine instead. My grandpa had a huge argument with him, but he couldn't convince him to stay. So my grandpa inherited the funeral parlor, while my great-uncle stayed in Chenyu Vale to practice medicine. They never spoke to each other again.
Funeral director to doctor is a pretty big career change. Kinda hard to imagine. But why did it drive a wedge between them for the rest of their lives? That seems a bit extreme.
If he had just become a regular doctor, there would have been no issue. After all, the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor wasn't unlike a regular doctor's clinic in the early days.
Yeah. I'm sure they cured plenty of patients. Hang on, I'm gonna mute my mic so I can adjust it real fast. There we go. After looking at Osile and Baizhu art again, makes me wish they were playable after beating them. They look like a cute couple. They were like an interesting pair to kind of see.
But according to my grandpa, the pharmacist they met had a very ominous aura about him. And on top of that, the kind of medicine practiced in the Chenyu Vale tradition goes against the natural order of things.
They practice science!
In what way?
Don't know. My grandpa didn't know the specifics. And you've seen how wary Baizhu is around me. He'd never tell me anything. But even that says to me that he definitely has something to hide. One thing I do know about Baizhu is that he's obsessed with the idea of immortality. But whether that has anything to do with what he's hiding is hard to say.
Immortality?
Anyway, so I will be sticking around here for now to keep a close eye on the situation. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally figure out what he's up to.
Look, I'll be a real hootao. Sometimes I don't trust you as much as I can throw you, which I think is not far. What happened lifting? But even still, I don't know where I'm going with this. I started speaking and not thinking. Man, I gotta stop doing that. Well, see you tomorrow, Cow.
After all that, it seems like we have more questions than answers. Never mind. We'll just have to ask Baizhu himself about all of this tomorrow.
Okay, Baizhu, now Hootao. I'm gonna wait here for a couple of hours. Don't fade away. God damn it, she faded away. Why do they always leave me?
It's a new day. Let's go back to Boo Boo Pharmacy and check out how Jia Liang is doing.
Aha!
Dad!
Oh, are you?
Dad, you remember me!
Yes, I remember now. Oh, are you? I'm so sorry. You must have been worried sick. Has your mom shown up yet? She's been gone for a while, hasn't she?
Don't worry, Dad. I got the Adventurers Guild to help us look for her. And Dr. Baizhu's gonna help too. Right now, all you need to do is concentrate on getting better.
Great. That's wonderful. I can't thank you enough, Dr. Baizhu.
My pleasure, really. It's the least I can do to honor my late master's dying wish. If anything, I should be apologizing to you for not making the time to visit in all these years.
Not at all, Dr. Baizhu. It's only because Jiang Li... What was her reason again?
You're still in the early stages of recovery, so you'll need to take it easy for a while. Take it slowly and try not to overexert yourself.
I suggest you stay at Boo Boo Pharmacy and rest for at least the next few days.
Director Hu, do you have any further reservations about Jia Liang's condition?
It seems like the evil presence is gone after all. You really did manage to suppress it, huh? But how did you accomplish this in a single night?
That would be a trade secret, I'm afraid. If that gives you any cause for concern, you may continue to monitor Jia Liang for as long as you wish. Though I regret to say that Boo Boo Pharmacy cannot offer to reimburse Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor for any revenue lost in the meantime.
Oh, come on, Baizhu. I'm not that unreasonable.
Ooh, Baizhu looks a little worse for wear. Something's wrong.
Yeah, I've been stuck indoors for too long. Baizhu, take me outside for some air, or I'm going to suffocate.
Yes, of course. Everyone, please excuse Changsheng and myself for a moment.
Suffering now, are we? Did you seriously expect to cover it up just by putting on a brave face and ignoring it? If it weren't for my quick thinking, they'd have all seen the sorry state you're in by now. But in any case, why must you keep this a secret from everybody? You should at least share your secret with one person you trust.
Who's there?
Hi. It's me.
Why did you follow us here?
Well, you looked a little unwell, I'll be real. But I've seen my fair share of, oh, I'm gonna be sick moments.
Oh, it's nothing. I just needed to get some air.
Ooh.
What did I just say about putting on a brave face? Traveler, Paimon, the truth is, Baizhu did not cure Jialiang's illness. Instead, he transferred some of his own life force to his patient to temporarily subdue the poison in his system.
Life force.
Baizhu, can you please explain all of this?
My predecessors in medicine forged a contract with Changsheng. Every successor to this contract is able to use Changsheng's secret art to treat patients. I believe the irregularities with Jia Liang's heart meridian were likely caused by a poison concocted using god remains as a key ingredient.
Oh. I thought when you were saying god remains, I thought he had like shards of like a god's being inside of his body. This somehow makes more sense to me. Like I've said, the mental gymnastics of my brain are insane.
The poison has not been purged from Jia Liang's system. Rather, I infused him with some of my own life force, using Changsheng as the delivery medium. This will suppress the poison's effects for a limited time.
Chang? You can do that? Huh. Paimon always thought you were just Baiju's strange choice of a necklace.
Hey, I'll have you know that I commanded the respect of even the Adepti back in Chenyu Vale. If anything, he is my mannequin. I was treating patients with Baiju's master's master long before he ever set eyes on his first medical text.
Whoa. Guess you shouldn't judge a snake by its skin.
Especially because they can shed that skin.
Please, that's enough.
You're looking even worse now.
Wait a sec. Huta was saying that the branch of medicine you studied uses some pretty dubious methods. So, when you transfer your life force, does that mean you're actually damaging your own body?
Hardly. Jiangsheng helps to keep my chi in balance, so there is no great harm done.
Still, Baiju's life force is not unlimited. We must find a way to neutralize the poison in Jialiang's body. And soon.
Alright.
Traveler, Paimon, would you lend this dummy a hand? He needs someone checking up on him, or he'll exhaust himself trying to accomplish everything on his own.
Yes, I'd love to hold hands. I mean, help hands. I mean, give hands. Help hands. What the hands? I'd love to help Baizhu. Let us help you.
Baizhu, don't you think you should seize this opportunity? You cannot expect to hide this from everyone for your entire life. Time will see that all secrets surface eventually.
Just kiss him already? In a minute.
Entire life. Thank you, Traveler and Paimon.
Huh. Paimon doesn't think we've seen this side of you. But there's no need to thank us. You've helped us out before.
So, what are the next steps?
The poison in Jialiang's system must have accumulated over a prolonged period. I think I should pay a visit to their family home and look for clues as to how he might have been exposed to it.
You know where his house is?
Yes. I asked Ayu this morning before you arrived. He told me that his family lives in a secluded spot to the west of Qingsa village.
Alright.
Let's head there together once I've asked Gui and Chi-Chi to look after the pharmacy. As well as investigating Jialiang's exposure to the poison, we should also keep an eye out for Ayu's missing mother, my fellow disciple Jiang Li.
Oh, wow. Wait. Was that always there? Was there always a house there, actually? Wait, hang on, what? I'll take the boar path there. What? Was there always a building there? Or did that get added as soon as they added Baiju's quest? Oh, God, the boar. Always so vicious this time of year. He thinks it's new? Ah, okay. Well, off the beaten path. Yeah, this is definitely new. I would have spotted this, I think. There is no way I would have missed something like this. Yeah, because I'd be over there. I've been over to that little island. I would have noticed a house here. It is nice that they add like all these things with each little like story or like every update. It slowly helps build the world. So yeah, I'm gonna take a moment because like we get these small little things they put in. I think it helps in the long term, in comparison to like, well, actually in the same way as like huge increments of things get put in, like all of like this area, all of like the realm of Farakert, all of Gavi. Gavre, Lahavard, the desert of Hadramaveth. All this stuff which got added as huge, huge update points following Sumeru. But like small things like this, I think help with little bits of lore and world building, and I like those bits.
Whoa! There's a house all the way out here? Huh. It's so well hidden, Paimon's never noticed it before.
Me either.
Nor have I. And I've hosted clinics at Qingsa Village many times in the past. If you ask me, Jiangli was trying to remain unnoticed.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. We meant to ask earlier, but it slipped our minds in the rush to get here. Could you tell us more about Jiangli? You said she was your fellow disciple, right?
She was indeed. We studied medicine together under the same master near Chenyu Vale. She is several years older than I and also began her travels far earlier than me. As a result, the time I spent studying alongside her was rather short.
Supposedly, she met an herb gatherer sometime during her travels and decided to settle down with him. That must have been Jialiang.
Wait, Changsheng, are you saying neither of you had actually met Jialiang or Ayu before all of this?
Damn.
Jiangli did occasionally come back to Chenyu Vale to see our master, but for whatever reason, she hardly ever talked about her family. The last time she visited us, she and Master had some sort of quarrel. We never heard from her after that. It almost seemed as if she'd gone into hiding.
Quarrel? What happened?
I don't know. I did not witness the argument myself.
Nor did Master ever explain it to me. All he would say is that should I ever encounter Jiangli or her family in the future, I should do everything in my power to help them.
Oh, so that's why you went to such extreme lengths to help Jialiang.
No. Even if my master had never said anything, it would still be my duty as a doctor to help him. My decision would have remained the same.
Paimon never knew you were so selfless, Baizhu. Paimon always had you down as the sneaky, scheming type. Sorry.
Paimon, you only thought that because of the outrageous prices he charged for medicine.
So a few words from me is enough to dispel all your suspicions, You ought not be quite so quick to relax your guard, Paimon. Sometimes even the good guys have their own private agenda.
Must we remember, child?
What the? Okay, that was the most suspicious sounding thing you've ever said.
Let's leave the idle chatter there for now, Jiangli has lived in this house for many years. There must be something here that can shed a little light on this whole situation.
Shed! Let's check the shed.
Let's split up. But if anyone finds anything, we'll examine it together.
Okay. I'm checking the shed. Oh boy. There's no shed. Oh, we tried. Observe the wooden pillar. It does seem to be, it appears to be made out of wood. Several faint marks can be in the pillar, used to record Ayu's height as he grew up. Faded writing on the bottom. The more quickly Ayu grows up, the sooner can leave. Judging by the number of marks on the pillar, the family has led a secluded existence here for many, many years. Yes, the wood stack here appears to be made out of wood. The firewood is neatly stacked, and the logs were cut with great power and precision. Whoever chopped the firewood must have been physically fit. Some of the logs at the bottom have begun to rot. It must have been a while since any new wood has been added to the pile. Yeah, these are thick logs. A diary with childish handwriting. Some roof tiles broke. Mom and I tried to get up and take a look, but we didn't manage. Luckily, Dad was able to fix them in no time. The dinner table was was a bit wobbly today when we sat down to eat. Dad tried to fix it, but ended up breaking one of the legs by accident. Dad's forgetting things again. I'll have to write it all down for now and read it back to him when he's feeling a bit better.
Traveler, Paimon, come quick!
Is it a shed? Oh, wait. Oh, him walking. Wow.
What is this?
It's the forbidden drink. The thing that Sunny D tried to warn us about. Purple stuff.
Chung Shung and I found a hidden compartment. This is what was hidden inside.
Purple stuff? I mean, God remains?
Huh. You sense it too? You're right. This is a poison concocted using God remains. Is it? Breathing? Paimon's not seeing things, is she?
No, your eyes do not deceive you. I do believe the poison in this bottle is alive.
Alive?
Some toxins act a lot like living organisms. I read about this once in the Origins and Symptoms of Diseases.
Oh, lightning's
This
coming.
ancient class of poisons consists of mother and minor loads, capable of sustaining a connection over vast distances.
That's concerning.
If it's a concoction of this kind we're dealing with, then both the poison in Jialiang's system and this one here are likely minor loads.
Offshoots?
Offshoots.
So, the main body is somewhere else?
Correct. Whoever is administering the poison can manipulate the source to indirectly control the poisoned individual's behavior and even cognition. Similarly, the poisoned individual will hear, to a varying extent, the call of the source.
The call of the... Wait. So, back when Jialiang ran off, maybe that explains where he was heading!
He was going back towards Chinksa village.
Only one thing could have been drawing him there. The source of the god remains used as the poison's key ingredient, the mother lode.
Oh, baby, the mother lode. We're gonna go after the mother lode.
This is getting crazier and crazier. What kind of person would do all this just to poison Jialiang?
Yep, I'm thinking the same thing, Baizhu.
Hey, why has everyone gone quiet all of a sudden? Since this poison was carefully hidden away in a secret compartment, the one who concocted it is likely a resident of the house. You mean Jialiang? Why would he poison himself?
What? No.
Think a little harder, Paimon. Someone else who lives here, and who might have expertise in crafting drugs.
I love these faces because Baizhu realizes who it is, and the traveler's just like, Paimon, did you really just suggest that the guy was poisoning himself? Like, did you really just say that? Seriously? You're embarrassing me in front of the handsome individual.
Huh? So you're saying... it was Jiang Li?
Yes.
Wait, but that doesn't make any sense either. Why would she poison her own husband?
Something unhappy marriage?
I agree. It makes little sense. Jiang Li does not strike me as the kind of person who would do such a thing.
Look at the facts, though. How many people in the entirety of Liyue have the ability to concoct a poison from god remains?
It's too early to draw any conclusions. We should question Jia Liang about it once he has made more progress in his recovery.
Do you know a method to neutralize the poison?
Yes. According to the Origins and Symptoms of Diseases, the minor loads will disappear if the mother lode is purged.
So we gotta hit the mother lode.
So if we can find and destroy the source of these god remains, the poison will leave Jialiang's system without the need for any further treatment. Do you know anything about god remains in Chingsa village?
I've heard rumors. From Hu Tao.
Even the history books have no record of this. The only ones who'll know anything are those old fogies who have been hanging around here since the beginning of time. Didn't you used to be on good terms with the Adepti, though? You sure they didn't tell you anything about this? Well,
Changsheng's memories and powers are not what they were in her prime. These days, she has to enter a contract with a mortal and share their life force just to sustain her own life. I fear that such ancient events are long gone from her memory by now.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Whoa, what? After a contract? Share life force? Sounds like some pretty spooky sorcery if you ask Paimon.
Wait, does that make you half Adeptus?
Hey, plenty of people would jump at the chance to join forces with a powerful being like me.
Shang, do you just like make these contracts because you love the warmth of a human body and it always keeps you warm and cozy on cold nights?
With my assistance in rebalancing your chi, not only can you extend your lifespan, but you will also be stronger, healthier, and able to eat whatever you like with no risk of upsetting your stomach.
Wait. I can eat whatever I want? And I don't get an upset stomach? Oh, I want the contract now. I want the contract right now. Lactose intolerance, you can kiss my ass.
Stronger and healthier? Wow, that's amazing! Baizhu, maybe when you retire, you can let Paimon sign a contract with Changsheng for a few days.
Unfortunately, Changsheng's contract has strict requirements regarding the host's temperament. None of her hosts have ever been exempted from these rules. I fear that I will be unable to accommodate your wishes, Paimon.
Temperament? Hey! What are you trying to say? Did you just subtly insult Paimon to her face?
Strange. Baizhu has a weak constitution. I mean, didn't his master pass away at an early age?
Ugh! Paimon's mad! You're getting ugly nicknames, both of you! Baizhu, you're Mannequin Man! Changsheng, you're just a pain in the neck! This is exactly why your natural temperament makes you woefully unsuited to being my host.
All right, everybody, calm down. Back to the matter at hand. Is there any way at all for us to seek counsel from the Adepti about this?
Well, I could probably bring some of their numbers. I know Clabbertainer likes me.
With how antisocial they are, if it were up to them, they'd go their whole lives without showing their faces to the common folk.
Actually, there is someone else I can call as well.
What?
Seems you're as well connected as they say, traveler. We are truly fortunate to have you on our side.
Oh. If you're talking about who Paimon thinks you're talking about, you better do the honors.
Well, of course I gotta do the honors. He only responds to me. Hey, Zhao, you there?
You called?
Hey. How's it going, buddy?
It's Paimon every time. Aren't all Adepti in the habit of materializing out of thin air like this?
I know I do.
Well, this is unexpected.
Huh? It's you.
Baizhu of Boo Boo Pharmacy. I do believe I've had the pleasure before. The Lantern Rite, when we met briefly, I was unaware of your true identity. I must apologize for the discourtesy.
Huh? You two already know each other?
Our paths have crossed once before. I sense the presence of evil spirits. Is this why you called me?
Yeah, we need you to help us hit the mother load. I wanted to ask about dead gods as well, though. Tell Zhao everything that happened before.
So someone has been concocting demonic poison. Too often, fervent desires drive mortals to abandon all regard for their own safety. It is lamentable. I now know what you seek. It is true that a god's remains are buried beneath the foundations of Chinksa village.
Oh.
A vile monster known as the Ch once wrought havoc over this land, before it was subdued by Rex Lapis.
I don't see any pillars, so I guess he did it with his bare hands.
The land was finally cleansed of poison when Rex Lapis used statues in his likeness to seal the serpent's remains. Chinksa village was founded some time after that. The seal is still mostly intact. If the Ch is the source, then it must be some of its blood leaking from deep underground. However, its aura is faint and barely detectable. You will need to investigate further to identify the location of the leak.
I see.
I do not like to intervene against mortals unless absolutely necessary. But when demonic forces are involved, things can spiral out of control. If that happens, be sure to call my name again.
Thank you, Zhao.
Nothing. I do not wish to sway decisions that are mortals to make, but immortality may not be the blessing that you imagine it to be.
I shall treasure your words of instruction, Master Adeptus.
Farewell.
I love how he just does that. It's so cool.
What a strange Adeptus. Rather different from the way I remember them. That's Shell for ya! And thanks to him, we finally got some concrete info to go off of.
If the god remains are leaking from underground, Jiangli must be paying a visit to a subterranean cave on her herb-gathering trips. If we can find the cave...
Master, there's a problem.
Gwei? Did you run all the way from Boo Boo Pharmacy?
What happened? Don't panic. Just catch your breath and tell me everything.
It's Jiaoliang.
Oh, shit.
He was fine one minute, and then he suddenly took a turn for the worse.
Already? How? Based on past experience, he should have been fine for the next 3 days at least.
It seems that my worst fears have been confirmed. Everyone, back to Boo Boo Pharmacy now.
Oh, shit. Oh. I can't believe we went that entire thing without getting struck by lightning. That is a new record. Ugh. It's gonna still happen, isn't it? Oh, I was about to say, wow, it's actually storming in Liwa Harbor for once. Like, there's never any inclement weather in, like, the cities. And I was just proven wrong. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, it's part of the story. There's thunder inside of, like, the city. It's a real serious, like, thing going on. That would have been cool if they kept that.
Dad, what's wrong? Dad?
Don't be scared. Dr. Baizhu will be back soon.
How is he doing?
Dr. Baizhu, you're back! My dad was doing fine earlier, but then he suddenly started coughing up blood. Now he can't even get a full word out anymore.
When Gwei left, he was still conscious. But now...
Gwei, please take Jiaoliang to the back room and prepare for treatment.
Yes, of course.
Don't worry, Ayu. I will cure your father.
Baizhu's not gonna use Changsheng's secret art again, is he?
Oh, please don't worry. Dr. Baizhu will find a way.
But...
Is there really no other way to save Jiaoliang?
I don't know.
How are you feeling, Dad? Are you still hurting anywhere? You're not gonna suddenly collapse again, are you?
Much better, Ayu. I'm feeling much better. In fact, I can't explain it, but somehow I feel even better than usual. Wait, where's Dr. Baizhu? I still haven't had a chance to thank him. Seems he moved me here before I came to.
Master said he needed to take a quick rest and asked me to bring you out of the treatment room. He hasn't emerged yet, so he must still be resting.
Oh, really? Well, he must be tired from treating me for 2 nights in a row. I don't know how I can begin to repay him for saving my life. I'll have to discuss it properly with Jiang Li once we find her. Speaking of which, has there been any word of her whereabouts yet?
No, the Adventurers Guild hasn't gotten back to me yet. I'll go check with them again in a bit.
I'll come with...
Don't forget what Master said. You're still not out of the woods yet, Jialiang. I strongly suggest that you stay and rest at Boo Boo Pharmacy for now. I can accompany Ayu to the Adventurers Guild.
I suppose you're right. I'll have to rely on you this time. Though, on the bright side, this means I can thank Dr. Baizhu in person once he's finished resting.
Traveler, Baizhu hasn't shown his face ever since he went in to treat Jialiang again. Do you think he...
Let's go check up on him.
Huh? Hey, wait up!
Please be fine, please be fine, please be fine, please be fine.
Huh?
You're finally awake? That was far too risky. Even with me here to help you balance your chi.
There was no time. I had no other choice. In any case, it was not completely without benefit to myself. I managed to learn something. Jiang Li's design is quite brilliant. She makes numerous innovations that I can learn from. Alas, if only there wasn't a catch.
So, how much longer do you think Baizhu's gonna nap for? They've been outside waiting for you the whole time while you were asleep. Shall we at least go and show our faces?
All right.
Surely he hasn't. There's no way he could have just... Who's talking behind our backs again? Ah! Baizhu! Changsheng!
Are you okay?
Of course. There's no need to be concerned. I merely had to transfer a rather large amount of life force on this occasion. But, with Changsheng's help, I will recover in time.
Jialiang seemed fine yesterday. Why did he need more life-saving treatment again so soon?
I made an error in my initial diagnosis. Jialiang is in fact suffering from more than one ailment, and as a result, his life force depleted at a greater rate than I had anticipated.
Ah.
What? You mean, even if you got all the poison out of him, he'd still be sick?
Yes. But more pertinently, the poison in Jialiang's system is there precisely because it is being used to manage his underlying medical condition. Jialiang has a rare congenital heart condition, and ongoing treatment is essential to maintaining healthy functioning of his heart meridian. Left untreated, it puts the patient at risk of coughing up blood and fainting, and in the longer term, causes irreversible damage to the internal organs. Though it was created from god remains, this formula is not a poison in Jialiang's case. Rather, it's his medication.
Had he not taken it all these years, he likely would have died a long time ago.
That's why Zhang Li did it.
Still, using poison to treat a disease is hardly a viable long-term solution. As time passed, and the poison accumulated in his system, it began to impact his cognition.
I see.
Moreover, the longer he relied upon this medicine, the more resistant his body became to it. Jiang Li had to concoct ever greater quantities to ensure its continued efficacy, or he could have still perished at any moment.
That explains why Ayu said his dad has been getting worse, and why his mom went off to gather herbs.
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around, because humans have no natural defense against them. I shudder to think how many times Jiang Li has exposed herself to them. I fear that the situation is just as that Adeptus described. In an effort to save Jia Liang's life, Jiang Li has abandoned all regard for her own safety.
I never suspected that even Zhang Li would turn to the same path as so many others over the years. Perhaps this is the inevitable course of fate. To sacrifice one's own life to save others. To go beyond human means in order to do the impossible. Whatever the cost may be.
Fate.
Well, I think that it's too early to say with any certainty what fate has in mind. In any case, I have stabilized Jia Liang's condition for now, so our immediate priority should be to get ourselves back to Qingsa village and find out where Jiang Li is.
I vote we take Zhang Liang with us.
Her regular exposure to god remains over such a long period will have been catastrophic for her health. And given that she's already been missing for several days, I am fearing the worst.
Who's that?
It's me, Traveler, Dr. Baizhu.
It's Jialiang! Don't tell Paimon you overheard everything already.
Dr. Baizhu, please let me come with you.
Oh, well, that makes things easier.
You've already done so much for my family. I can no longer just sit here and watch while you put yourself at risk for Jiang Li's sake.
Oh. Why did my game... Oh, my game minimized because dumb thing saying need restart computer.
After all, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have had to put herself in harm's way in the first place. I know I won't be of much help in battle, but at the very least, I can show you the way. I'm sure I'll be able to remember. I know there's a spot where she says goodbye to me every time she goes to gather her herbs. I'm sure I'll remember. I have to remember.
Be careful. If you get too agitated, your blood pressure and stress levels will rise, putting further pressure on your heart. For your own safety, you should stay here and rest.
No! We're out of time! We have to go now. Right now. Before I forget everything again.
This trip will be extremely dangerous, and there is a very real possibility that you will not return from it. Are you sure you're prepared for that?
I never expected to live this long in the first place. My death is already long overdue, so why should I fear it? There's only one thing I fear now, and that's that I'll forget her again before we manage to find her.
Very well. Then follow me.
Dr. Baizhu? Are you heading out again?
Yes. This could be a long one. Could you please prepare a dose of the usual formula? Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen and 1 dose each of the ingredients from the 3rd and 5th compartments of my medicine cabinet. I hope it works.
Dr. Baizhu? Do you mean...
Hop to it now. And remember to be careful with the cauldron this time. You don't want to burn yourself again.
Okay. Everyone, please be careful.
Will do. Ah, back there. I am not going to go fight the boar again. We're going to go here. That one hurt.
That strange feeling is back. It's just like the day I went missing. It's as if something inside me is trying to guide me somewhere.
The Motherlode's influence is growing stronger. But is it because we're getting closer to the source? Or because the leakage of Che blood is growing more severe? Jialiang, can you sense which direction the source is in?
I think it's this way. Yes, I'm sure of it. I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way. This place feels familiar. I think I've been here before.
There is an inauspicious presence here. Even I can sense it.
I think I remember this place.
Jialiang, are you okay? Maybe you should rest here while we continue the search.
No, I have to keep going. Zhongli is still waiting for me.
Oh, hello, Zhao.
Then let's hurry.
Let's go say hi to Zhao real quickly. Mans is just sitting here. He's just standing up there. On top of an unclimbable rock wall. I love it. You didn't know Zhao would still be there? You never thought to look? Sweet, come on, you gotta have at least some curiosity. We're like, oh, I wonder if he's still there. That's why I checked behind Boo Boo Pharmacy to see if Hu Tao was still there. What's up, man?
From the looks of it, you've already tracked down the location of the source?
We've made some progress.
Really? That's good to hear.
Have you been standing guard here this entire time?
I cannot simply look the other way when evil spirits are involved.
Then I'll bring you along.
In any case, the evil presence here is growing stronger. I can sense it. Whatever you're planning to do, make it quick. If you leave it too long, and I am compelled to intervene, things may not turn out the way you wish.
Well, in that case, I'll bring you along with me. The entanglement of past dreams. Oh, it's recommending we bring Geo. Well, that's different. In that case, I may bring some Geo. I think Ningguang would be good for this. Anyone else we could possibly bring? Wow, I only have 4 Geo characters. Yeah, let's bring Ningguang.
Let's make haste.
I'm still most reliant on Zhongli and Yunjin. Yeah, Yunjin's really good, and so is Zhongli. And Noelle is also pretty good, yeah. Actually, I must want to bring Zhao. I should have. I want to keep at least one bow character, you know, in case of range, because that's always good to have. Gotta have some range coverage. Though this is a bit more of a squishy team right now. I'm gonna have 3 catalysts. Oh man. I mean, I could bring Yoimiya, actually. Did you manage to get Layla to phase 5 today? Oh, that's pretty good. Now this team should be fine.
This place gives Paimon the creeps. Who knows what we're gonna find up ahead?
The digging marks here appear immature and rather old. I suspect it is a thieves' tunnel.
A thieves' tunnel? Paimon has heard rumors about treasure around these parts before. Maybe it was the treasure hoarders that dug this tunnel.
Judging by the tools they left behind, it's certainly a possibility. But why did they abandon this place without even stopping to pack up their tools?
Unless they didn't leave.
I remember now. She took me here once and told me that she'd found a way to save me in this cave. But she said that the method would cause me to, curses. Why can't I remember what she said?
Easy, Jialiang. Come on, let's keep going. Mind the side effects.
Hold the line! There's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves at home.
Burn marks on the inside are still fresh. I don't think this was left by the treasure hoarders.
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster repelling incense.
A monster repelling incense? You sure? 'Cause we did run into that group of monsters just now.
Paimon, do you smell anything right now?
The incense was burned several days ago. If I had to guess, the monsters we fought just now were enticed here by some entity deeper inside the cave.
Paimon would be like, oh, it's supposed to repel monsters? We just fought monsters. Yeah. Put 2 and 2 together, please.
No doubt an encounter with the very same entity was what prompted the treasure hoarders to flee and abandon their designs on this cave. After them, Jiang Li was the next person to discover this place and what lies inside. But to her, it presented an opportunity to save Jia Liang's life, albeit as a last resort.
That's right. This sensor, it belongs to Jiang Li. Yes, this was the place. This is where I told Jiang Li to give me the poison.
Jiang!
I'm fine. Let's keep going. I can feel it. She is right below us, waiting for me.
No lever for the door. Neat. Alright, Az, how's it going? We're doing a Baizhu story right now.
I can feel it. We're getting close. We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
Pact? You didn't mention a pact. We're getting some warlock shit now. Okay, that is sick.
Aha! We can keep going now.
From the looks of it, the energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
So how was Orochimaru? It's been fun playing. It's been fun. I'm loving the whole story so far. Also, I like that little tip that he just gave us. I mean, imagine just like ignoring every helpful hint and advice you got in a game. Couldn't be me. The joke is that has been me like once or twice, but hey. Either you learn, or you just call it a bad game. And I choose to learn. Baizhu auto attack is basically him doing pressure points. Yeah, I love it. It's so good. I also like that he's one like I haven't like actually checked with Heizo yet, but with Baizhu, he's like one of the few catalysts where he's actually moving forward when you do attacks. Like he's moving forward. So he's good for a close quarters fighting, in a sense. Oh, I thought that would stop that. Oh, what do we have here? Heizo's skill does so much damage. I haven't used Heizo. I might entertain the possibility of using him once I get to his hangout. Well, hello, hello. What ails you? Oh, he gets 2 charges in
A
this?
bitter pill to swallow.
Allow me. The doctor will see you now.
Oh, wow, I haven't seen these guys in forever.
Remember, health comes first.
Truth repeats its course. Uphill battle. We'll see about that.
Mind the side effects. A bitter pill to swallow. Mind the side effects.
Rest and rebuild.
I always love like the underground dungeon designs they always have. Oh, that's the right way. Ooh. Let's go the other way. I don't want to go the right way yet. I want to explore.
Paimon doesn't see any barrier-breaking mechanisms around here. There are tracks here, and it looks like they're connected to something. Shall we follow it and see where it takes us?
Oh, I see. I see. Well, let's go this direction. Can I activate that from here? Just about. I did get Layla too from the patch. Oh, that's good. Ah. Oh, I see. I didn't mean to, meant to hit push. Man, it's a good thing that I'm able to at least understand this very simple and easy to do puzzle. In case anyone's wondering, I was watching a lot of like gaming fails a bit earlier, and there's a lot of people who are like, "Oh, I don't understand what to do here," and it just like shows like a flashback of like puzzle being like explained on how to like do mechanics earlier. I always find those clips kind of funny. Burning can do a lot of damage. Yeah, I should have brought burning, but it said bring Geo, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll bring a Geo character. I want to bring Firezon though, just because I think it'd be nice. Oh. Version is fun too, yep.
Zhongli!
Look out!
The god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
I can't see Zhongli. She must be somewhere behind the Geovishap. The one to whom the Chu's loathsome blood clings.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Submit!
Mind the side effects. This is nothing. A bitter pill to swallow. Spring forth!
Have fun with this gift! Wretched dastard! Too late for regrets! The doctor was seen.
Taking a turn for the better.
Dare to mess with me? Allow me. The doctor was seen.
Mind the side effects. A bitter pill to swallow. Seems like an emergency.
Dr. Baizhu, how serious is it? Is she...
Oh, she materialized. We can see her now.
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite grave. The god remains here are encroaching on her cognition, much as the poison in your system did to you.
That looks wicked.
If we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we save her life, I fear that she may never wake up again.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's destroy the remains right away!
It's not as simple as that. Don't you remember what Baizhu said? The poison within Jialiang's body is inextricably linked to the god remains here. If the source is purged, the poison in his system will stop having any effect.
And the poison within Jialiang's body is keeping his heart condition under control. So, if it stops working... Oh no. Are you saying...
It's a double-edged sword.
Indeed. If the god remains here are purged, then your life will come to an end.
Actually, it's not even the right... That's not the right analogy, but... It's a lose-lose situation.
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait! But we've all been working our butts off to save Jialiang's life! After all that, we can't just give up on him! Baizhu, you're a great doctor. Surely you gotta know of some other way we can save him, right?
You could continue to take the poison, which would buy you some time. As for Jiangli, maybe if we put our heads together, we can think of something?
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you, right up until the moment when she lost consciousness. Maybe it's her greatest wish that you will continue to take it and live.
Dr. Baizhu, give it to me straight. How long does Jiangli have?
The god remains have reached her internal organs. Under ordinary circumstances, I would give her less than 3 days. But if I were to treat her using a secret art...
You can't be thinking of using that again.
But what would be the point of that? Dr. Baizhu, I'm all too aware of the dangers of god remains. You are not the first to mention it to me. If I continue to sustain my own life using this wretched substance, not only would Jiang Li have to keep risking her life to make my medicine for me, but I would have to live with the looming threat of these remains breaking out and wreaking havoc not just upon me, but my entire family. I know for a fact that I should have died over a decade ago. The fact that I've been around to see Ayu grow up is already a great blessing from Rex Lapis. If my choice can bring Jiang Li back, then even if I die...
Jialiang.
After cheating death for so long, it seems I've grown somewhat addicted to life. Traveler, Dr. Baizhu, could I have another minute with my wife? I just want to have one final moment together. Just a moment, that's all.
Of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry that I won't be able to repay your kindness in this life.
Jialiang. Baizhu, Changsheng. Is there really nothing else you can do?
I am sure that over the years, Jiang Li will have tried all the conventional methods known to humankind. As for less conventional methods, I have little expertise besides Changsheng's secret art.
Mortals are fated to grow old and pass on when their natural lifespan runs out. If it were so easy to combat the natural processes of aging and death, Jiang Li would not have had to resort to unnatural methods. What a crazy situation! Jiang Li risked it all to save Jialiang's life, and now Jialiang has to sacrifice himself to save Jiang Li. What's the point of it all?
All we can do right now is honor Zhang Yilang's wish. Bear witness.
I've seen many final farewells in my time, but I can never get used to it.
Me too.
In the human realm, all things must come to an end. Is it not a fitting end to die for a worthy cause? At least, that's what generations of masters before you have always believed.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of those who would willingly sacrifice themselves for others, I cannot help but think that theirs are the lives least deserving of death.
When all this began, we agreed that once Ayu was old enough to help you gather herbs, it would be time for me to go.
That's what that meant.
If you could only see him now. He took me all the way to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. And he even got the Adventurers Guild to search for you. So, I know that you'll both be okay without me. I've said my goodbyes. My time has come. Do what you must.
As you wish.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your memories. In the end, you'll become little more than a shadow of your true self.
I'll take it. At the very least, it will allow me to stay with you and watch Ayu grow up.
Mom, something's really wrong with Dad.
Don't fret, Ayu. I will gather some medicinal herbs right away. I promise you, nothing will happen to our family.
Why would these memories come to mind now? the longer we live, the tighter we cling to what we have. Oh, how I would love to hear your voice one last time.
Jialiang. 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 Jialiang.
What?
Dad, are you awake?
Jiangli, are you? Didn't I... Huh? What are these?
How does it feel to come back to life?
Do you feel strange or different in any way? If so, could you describe it to me in detail?
Dr. Baizhu, I thought that I was going to...
Die? You did indeed. As things stand now, you're more akin to a zombie than a human.
Oh my god.
I'm a zombie?
That's right. Before we set off, I asked Chi-Chi to prepare an elixir of immortality. With its help, you have been suspended in the space between life and death. Of course, this is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus art. I don't expect it to extend your life indefinitely. Whether it will keep you alive for a few days, a few months, or a few years, I'm as interested as you to find out. But, however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world in peace. I hope that Director Hu finds this arrangement to be a satisfactory one.
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on something like that behind my back.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not for Jialiang's iron will. In the end, I am merely a doctor. I understand very little of the great principles governing life and death and the perpetual cycle of yin and yang. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that deserves to be saved, I will do everything in my power to save them. And even this would have counted for nothing without Director Hu's assistance. After all, did you not tell Jia Liang to show us the way before we set off for Qingce Village?
Oops. And I'm busted.
Wow.
Without Director Hu nudging things in the right direction, we may not have found Jiangli in time.
I knew someone was listening on the conversation.
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir back then. I thought he was being frank and transparent with me for once, but apparently not.
Director Hu told me to keep her suggestion a secret, but it seems nothing escapes Dr. Baiju's attention.
Never underestimate a serpent's sense of smell.
All I wanted was to help Jialiang find his missing wife as soon as possible, so that he could be on his way to the afterlife without any unfulfilled wishes making the journey more difficult than it needs to be.
You just wanted to bury his corpse.
Leave it to Boo Boo Pharmacy to snatch the perfect opportunity right out of my hands at the last hurdle. Never mind. I'll just have to put it down in the books as a deferred consideration. One Chi-Chi was enough of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one. If I'd known this was coming, I'd have whisked him off to the Wangsheng funeral parlor the moment I found him.
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Baizhu, and cure Dad for good!
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried to put Wangsheng funeral parlor out of business. If you're serious about it, you'll have your work cut out for you.
Out of business? Woman, you just need to wait for them to drop dead. There's no reason to rush that along.
traveler, Paimon. I'll catch you all another time.
Yeah, I hope that time isn't when I'm laying on the ground cold.
Is she finally gone?
All's well that ends well. If you ask Paimon, we should probably do something to celebrate this hard-earned family reunion.
Such as?
At times like this, a grand celebratory feast is in order.
It feels like it was a whole lifetime ago when I last talked with Zhongli and Ayu around the dinner table.
Oh, this is the hard one meal.
Yay! Paimon can't wait! Alright, first things first, off to the market for some fresh ingredients. Let's go!
Paimon, all the ingredients in my pockets never expire. But okay.
Wait up! I'll come too!
Baizhu, thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
Don't mention it, Jiangli. I was just doing my duty.
Just your duty, huh? Baizhu, Changshang, would you mind if we took this conversation outside?
Oh! And how are you two feeling?
Now that you are part zombie, there are some rules that you need to know.
Aw.
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
First, don't forget to stretch your body regularly. Second, don't forget to...
Yes? Go on. Don't forget to...
I forgot.
Man. Love the putting us in different characters' perspectives, different characters shift perspective like this. I remember this was done with Nilu. I forget who else. Yeah, I like when they do this. It's a really nice thing. It's a nice little detail.
Time flies. It's been so long since we bade each other farewell in Chenyu Vale. Changshang, you're the same as ever. You haven't changed one bit.
You, on the other hand, have changed a lot.
You're right. My younger self would have never imagined that things would one day turn out this way. Or that you'd turn out this way, Baizhu. I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality. It's not altogether dissimilar from the poison I concocted in terms of the way it functions.
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of genius to use poison to maintain life. I hope you're not too upset at me for copying your methods.
No, not at all. With your intellect, even if you'd never seen my poison, I believe you would have eventually arrived at the same approach. But I'm still impressed by how quickly you managed to gain such a thorough understanding of it. Jialiang's still only been in your care for a few days. Not just that, you even managed to improve upon the original formula. That cannot be explained by intellect alone. Baizhu, be honest with me. Did you try out some of the poison on yourself?
Huh. told you the truth would surface sooner or later.
Life force isn't the only thing that Chang Shang's contract lets you transfer between bodies, is it?
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. Besides life force, Chang Shang's secret art also allows for the transfer of toxins and diseases.
Ah.
When I treated Jia Liang for the second time, I transferred some of the poison from his body into my own. Not only did this allow me to alleviate the burden on him, but it also gave me an opportunity to study its properties.
Well, that was a risk.
There is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my health, however. Now that the source has been destroyed, any remaining poison in me will have already dissipated.
But you took such a huge risk. If we hadn't destroyed the god's remains back there, then even you might have... What am I saying? I'm in no position to criticize you for this. The reason I left our master and went into hiding all those years ago was that he was getting old, and I didn't want him using up any more of his own life force to treat my husband. But in the end, how were my methods any different? I risked one life to save another, and then you tried the poison on yourself too. It looks like both of us have ended up going the same way as our master before us. Are all disciples of Chenyu Vale destined to turn out this way? To live a short life, having given away our own for the sake of others? To fight relentlessly against the natural course of life and death, whatever the cost? Maybe our fate is sealed the moment we decide to study medicine.
We are doctors, Jiangli. We ought never say that anyone's fate is sealed.
Baizhu, I can tell that, over the years, you've used the contract with Chang Shang to transfer many diseases and toxins to yourself. There are so many that, some of them, I don't even recognize. Can you still stop before it's too late?
I think you know the answer, Jiangli. Every one of us from Chenyu Vale believes in the same thing.
Hey, food's ready!
Mom, come and join us! The Traveler taught me a load of new recipes, and said even Dad'll be able to taste them. Come and try them out!
I had to use a fuck ton of sriracha to make this thing spicy enough for him.
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Hey, slow down. Baizhu, I know I won't be able to convince you, but please don't forget that if one day you're not around anymore, Chi-Chi, Gui, and all the friends who have grown fond of you, they will all miss you dearly.
There's no need to worry, Jiangli. I know what I'm doing.
I can only hope so.
Baizhu, what did Jiang Li mean by not around anymore? Are you gonna be okay?
Also, when Chang Shang was talking about fate, what did she mean exactly?
Every single mortal I've ever contracted with, including Baizhu and Jiang Li's master, has passed away at a young age. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You said that the contract with you helps people live longer.
It is a very long story.
Long ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Chenyu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps. Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors, and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is, until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poison chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojun. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
My contract has strict requirements on the host's natural temperament. All my hosts have been most pure of heart.
But when one with an altruistic nature gains access to this art, they are more seduced than the average person by the miracle of overturning the laws of life and death. Though they know better than anyone else the fate that awaits them, when faced with the sorrows of humanity and the pain of losing their nearest and dearest, they cannot help but reach beyond human means. They are like moths that throw themselves into the flame, seeking a glimmer of hope in a dark world filled with pain and suffering.
So, Baizhu, does that mean...
I suppose that would make me a moth that yearns for the light, but doesn't want to be burned to a crisp. Changsheng's art can transfer pain and suffering between people, but it cannot reduce the total amount of pain in the world. It's just like we witnessed. Either Jia Liang feared for Jiang Li's life, or Jiang Li grieved over Jia Liang's sacrifice. I have nothing but the utmost respect for my predecessors who sacrifice their lives for their principles. But I do not wish to join their ranks, nor do I wish to pass on this contract to anyone else in the future.
Huh? But didn't you already transfer a ton of diseases onto yourself?
What makes a poison poison? And what makes a disease a disease? When it comes down to it, are not both mechanisms that affect the operations of the human body? If disease is defined as deviation from normal functioning, then who knows? Perhaps the true elixir of immortality could in fact be a kind of poison. Many may view the notion of searching for immortality in poisons and illnesses as a flagrant violation of the natural order. But to me, it is no different from the way our ancestors tested the medicinal qualities of herbs by sampling each and every one. I don't want those who come after me to lose their lives to this contract, nor do I wish for Cheng Sheng to perish from losing her host. This leaves only one solution, doesn't it?
You have to become immortal yourself. I'm back.
Precisely. I will be Cheng Sheng's final host, and the tradition of passing down the contract will end with me.
Even the gods of old struggle to achieve true immortality. First you want to save others, then you want to save yourself. Now you even want to save me. You're getting greedy, Baizhu.
But isn't wanting to have it all what makes us human? For a selfish moth like me, who's afraid of the flame yet yearns for the light, the only path forward is up towards the moon.
Huh. For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
Dr. Baizhu, Traveler, what are you still chatting about? The food's about to get cold.
We also have coconut milk for Cheng Sheng and Paimon.
Okay, fine. Let's go grab some food. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions, but they can wait till after we've eaten.
Leave some grub for me.
I do envy Paimon sometimes. Eating her fill is enough to satisfy her body and mind.
True. And yet, although we call them simple pleasures, are such things as these not precisely why we mortals cling desperately to the life we have?
That was nice. That was really nice. Yes, I noticed his eyes in the cutscene. I also noticed his eyes afterwards, is that Cheng Sheng's has his old eyes. It's a very nice little detail.
Time for a house call.
Stay close.
Oh yeah, I got plenty of the feels. That was really good. Now then, it's time to get to the Cavarina's light shows. What parts give you the most feels? Definitely, the point where, like, Zhang Liang was about to, like, sacrifice himself, but also just, Kind of learning what Baiju's goal and mission is to have the contract end with him.
Please, show me your prescription.
Those definitely are some good bits. Also, like about the story, I just like the whole story overall. I'll be honest. Anyways, it's time to get on with the world quests. We need to acquire the chaplet. Worth the 2-year wait? Yes, I definitely believe so. I almost said yate. I need to drink some water. Let me get my posh uh, royal voice going for this. Well now, if it isn't Zorush and her Yasnapati. You did come back quickly. You sure did come back quickly. And while this might sound rude, you have exceeded my expectations. Whether it be foolish Mihir or ignorant Rashnu, I have personally saved them and brought them back to our Sea of Flowers. You will see me in a different light now, I trust, Elder. Paimon thinks it's more accurate to say that we saved them together. Paimon put in tons of work, too. You speak too much. I was planning to elevate you, too, to the position of my Yasnapati. But if you'll be so petty, Pale Floater, it seems I must reconsider my decision. Whoa. Actually, never mind. Who wants to be your Yasnapati anyway? Now, it may seem strange to say so, but I believe myself and my Yasnapati to be of the same root and stem, indivisible. And just as the heroes of legend should have many helpers, my Yasnapati's works shall also count for my glory. It also goes without saying that a Parai who shall do such a supreme deed as I will not peddle in foolishness that is stealing another's credit. Therefore, Yasnapati mine, feel free to add your deeds to the hymn, for thus shall my great deeds seem all the greater for it. By your leave, your grace. Oh, stop it with the silly roleplay already. I can't, it's too funny. That's right. We're quite used to you talking like this, Sarush, but Zervan's right over there looking at us like we're a bunch of idiots. Then let us not speak of things unrelated. Just as we agreed before, Elder. Can you give me the twin horn chaplet now, yes? Well, we did. But I can't give you the chaplet. Why, are you going back on your word? Now, the chaplet is a symbol of Kavarina's recognition. How could it be given away based on private whims? Amidst the countless motes of Kavarina created by the transformed divine bird, only we Parai have been blessed with intelligence. It is thus that we are able to communicate with the remaining consciousness within the mother tree and guide the power of Kavarina. But not all Parai may possess such authority. Only the bloom gods who prove worthy successors to Divine Bird's aspirations and have the courage to see that wish through may gain the chaplet, the crown that contains wisdom. Come then, pray along with me to the invincible Cavarina. If you have been acknowledged, then our god will grant you the chaplet herself. Zervan recites the words of an ancient hymn, and Sarush joins her. It is as if 1,000 birds sing out at once, as if 100 flowers respond. Yo, nice crown! Ah, we have acquired Sarush after we presented Sarush.
Life, death.
Ooh, so the chaplet just grows out of your head? Well, it didn't go as we thought, but guess you've got... Well, it didn't go as you thought, but guess we got your twin horn chaplet now, Sarush. Oddly enough, you look much more reliable than before. Of course, I am the destined bloom god after all. Now I need only offer myself as sacrifice to extinguish the sign of Apaosha. And there you go, ruining our impression of you right away. But since you've got the chaplet, Sarush, can we go find the great song of Cavarina thing? Right? Paimon remembers Nasajuna saying that we'll need to collect enough of those great songs if we want to perform that rite of his, and then we can pass through the darkness. But who knows if his words can be relied on or not? This is the rite of Chinvat. Now, this Nasajuna that you speak of, is this Nasajuna you speak of from the Order of Skeptics? To think any human member remembers that rite, I thought it might have been lost. I did once travel alongside human heroes to cross the darkness through the rite and cleanse the impurities tainting the mother tree. Hey, looks like he wasn't mistaken then. But when that happened, I was the one who personally used the Cavarina to repair the seal that held the darkness at bay. Later, I was the one who fused the strongest Cavarina collected there into 5 great songs, which I used to purify the land. The skeptics should not have knowledge of the great song's existence if they relied merely on their traditional records. Maybe Nasajuna's just that interested in researching documents. Maybe there are some documents he found elsewhere that you don't know about, Zervan. That would make him all the more suspicious. As I understand it, there are indeed others who would be interested in the great songs. All the same, with you there, I believe such small matters should be no obstacle. In any case, Sarush has only just obtained the chaplet and cannot collect enough Cavarina. If we wish to conduct the rite of Chinvat now, we will need the power of the great songs. At that time, after I first scattered the monsters that had invaded our sea of flowers, the great songs were scattered across the land. Only one was hidden by me within the waters of the Sunyata lake there, kept away for a future time of need. Now that Sarush has obtained the authority to touch the great songs, you can first go to obtain this one. As for the rest, you will have to seek them out yourself. Safeguard them well. Do not let them fall into the hands of suspicious people. I would also ask of you to take care of Sarush for me, though she may have attained the acknowledgement of Cavarina. I fear that wisdom and intelligence have never been prerequisites for becoming a Bloom Guard. Damn. Saying that to her face. Well, we'll go in this direction exactly. Hey, we got it. Oh, that looks important. I want to interact. Oh, yeah, actually. Is that who I think it is? Oh, that's someone different. Huh. I like their hat. Quite lovely. And I want to explore everything right now, but how long do I have for the event? Oh, I got time. Oh, I can do this now. Oh boy, I can't wait for this to interfere with the quest I'm doing. Because I know it will. Also, I heard the special program's going to be this Saturday, so that'll be fun. Which, 11 days left, so we'll still have time for things. Since I got done the story quest, and since I got done the, well, I'm doing this right now, I think next week I'll be doing a lot of world quests to have them out of the way. Go higher? Oh, wow. Oh, is this the lake? A green sealy. A greely. Whoa, something weird came out of the lake. Is that a great song of Kavarina? You know, it looks kind of cute actually. It's a lot bigger than all of the Kavarina we've previously seen. Maybe we can just call it the Great Kavarina for short. I didn't think something this cute could be good at cleansing the impurities though. Well, Sarush is much the same. Waves a hand and now you're a boofy sealy. Oh man. Pleasing to the ear, those words are not, but I shall take it that you praise my majesty nonetheless. The great songs of Kavarina. Physical manifestation of Kavarina's might, collected and infused by the first Parai within the flowery sea, used to cleanse the land of impurity. The power of Kavarina creates a barrier in this area. Only a Parai with the twin horn chaplet can touch them. Sarush, with the chaplet, may use her power to collect them. Ah. Ah. Well, that's one Kavarina down. Next, we just... wait a moment. We don't know where the rest are, do we? No need to fret. I have already commanded Nasiraya regarding this matter. He already knows where the other four may be found. We need only him guide us. Well, do you doubt my judgment? Well, Paimon thinks that Nasajuna's documents aren't all that reliable. This is different from the matter of the drums. The locations of the great songs of Kavarina were not found by consultation of the skeptic's traditions, but through Nasiraya's own painstaking studies. Apart from the ones locked within the ruins, I personally checked the rest. There will be no errors. Be assured, Pale Floater. I am the destined Bloomguard now. Would I make such mistakes? Alright then. I'm not very assured, mind you. But we can always go ask Nasajuna first and stuff. Didn't he say he'd meet us at the camp? Such considerations are unnecessary. Yours is to simply follow me and record mine accomplishments. No, it's this. Okay. Oh, it's back there. Will there be one by the coast here? I really hope so. It'd be really cool. So let's see here. Oh, huh. Oh, I thought she was saying, like, let's not go to Nasajuna. Let's just head straight to the things. Lady Sarouche, your present form is most astounding indeed. Gazing upon your mighty form, I know in my heart you must have been crowned Bloomguard of the Parai, acknowledged by all. Startle not, human. This was my calling from the beginning. Of course. Such majesty is only to be expected by the honored envoy, one who shall obtain the great songs of Kavarina and extinguish the sign of Abayosha. Indeed, your words are most suited to be inscribed in the hymns that shall be written in mine honor. Huh. Nasajuna is still his usual self. I'm not sure how to feel about this. Ah, yes, Nasapati, Paimon. You too shall be served thanks in this matter. Though your endeavors are not but the afterglow of the envoy's mighty words. Oh, wrong character. Though your endeavors are not the afterglow of the envoy's mighty words, your labor in Lady Sarouche's successful obtaining of her crown shall not be voided. I really gotta read who's, speaking. That's not how it went, buddy, but we'll take this as your way of saying thanks. Our mission is now to search for the great songs of Kavarina, and the long-awaited rite that may be performed. Speaking of the great songs, they are inextricably linked to the destiny of us skeptics. On second thought, Zervan said that... That's right, didn't Zervan say you guys actually don't know about the great song's existence? Yes, that is indeed true that the ancient rites have stopped being passed down through our order. If I had relied solely on our traditions, I suspect that even the rite of Chinvat might still be shrouded in mystery. But I gained access to a large batch of long-lost documents from a very learned scholar. That was where I learned about the great songs. Those documents recorded a great number of things that the traditional hymns of our order have never written of. That also inspired in me the desire to reform our order. That doesn't really help, you know. Your tradition is already pretty suspect. How are you gonna impose? Are we supposed to trust these documents then? They might have come out of nowhere for all we know. Enough. These sideshows are not fit to be written into my songs. If you wish to tell truth from falsehood, then let us go and see out for ourselves rather than quibble here. Why, if I do not offer myself up as a sacrifice to save this land soon, those who come after may read these texts and suspect I was a spirit of laxity. No, no, how could that be? I do not believe any who would hold such contemptuous thoughts. Paimon thinks you just want us to hurry up and collect those greats, Kavarina, Sarush. Wait, since when did Paimon become your translator? Do you think that you, Pale Floater, should understand my thoughts best? Since it is your command, great envoy, allow me to lead the way. It seems that you have obtained one of the great songs. It is just as well, then, that I have discovered the locations of the remaining 4. Although I have not been to those underground ruins myself, I am as familiar with them as I am with this camp. Well, knew we could count on you. Well, the great songs are items I do desire to win, especially after all that effort. But let's not speak of unrelated matters. Come with me, everyone. Oh, what is this? Another quest over here? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger. This one. Ah, there. I'm back. Alright, let's go check in on this. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm going to use the bathroom real fast.
When on the road, one should take ample time to pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
Oh, it's just some chronic problem I have flaring up again. Nothing to worry about. Life, death, and the world around us all follow a set of laws. But if you never test the limits, how can anyone know where the boundaries of these laws are? Oh, it's just some chronic problem I have flaring up again. Nothing to worry about.
I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I just had to run to the bathroom real fast there.
Death, and the world around us all follow a set of laws. But if you never test the limits, how can anyone know where the boundaries of these laws are?
Oh wow, a chest. All by itself. Unoccupied. I sure hope nothing attacks me when I go to grab this chest. Some strangely shaped crystal rocks may also contain unpurified rift hounds. Crystals dissipate due to the effects of Cavarina. Monsters from a bygone era may reawaken. Let's keep going. We'll touch that another time. We'll touch on that one another time too. Oh, right, this leads down here to the Waynu.
The doctor will see you now.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think Traveler Baizhu combo is pretty good. I should probably try Kave as well at some point. Galen and Baizhu also A with him. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of good combos with him. Oh, well that's just stupid. I guess no way to get out of there. Ah, the next one's over here. Don't forget to play the character trials for Ganyu and Baizhu to get their Primo Gems. I'm like tripping over my words right now. But okay, yeah. I should probably do those. The thing is, I have a bad habit of just doing like the 5-star ones and then just like not touching anyone else's trial. Even though it's like free resources, I just kind of like don't do them for some reason. Yeah, I know. Oh yes, the place that required hydro. Oh, we're just revisiting old places. You know, I thought that door was needed for something. These strange seals seem to be created through the Amrita's power, and after Sarush gains the Twin Horn Chaplet, she can use its power to temporarily dispel them. Hold Sarush's interact skill to cause her to stop in place, which should make it easier to progress. Ah, I see. Right, the third one is right there. Ah, it's just in the sand right there, on the surface, and totally not underground. Oh. Oh, it is underground. Damn. Oh wow, the sun really just kind of came out of nowhere there. Well, this seems foreboding. Oh, and there's a waypoint too. And more of the spore that is here. Okay, as much as I want to bring flowers on, I think I'm just going to switch to a great sword just to get these rocks, because I can just harvest them in my free time. They're always going to be here.
When on the road, one should take ample time to pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
Oh. Investigation logs. After completing our investigation of a ruined golem, we continued along the path it took until we arrived at Nagarjunite camp. I heard they also followed the same road here. However, when they learned of our intentions, they became rather unfriendly. After negotiating with the Nagarjunites, we finally obtained permission to enter the Dari ruins. With this permission came with limits, and we must only proceed under their supervision. We sent a ranger named Klingsor to look after and supervise us. He claimed to be from the rainforest, but based on his name, he doesn't seem to have been born in Sumeru. The people of Dari held secrets beyond our wildest imaginations, and the answers to our questions may lie buried in these colossal ruins. The Nagarjunites' conservative policy towards such priceless artifacts is a travesty, a waste. Even the ranger sent to monitor us agrees on this point. Oh. Shut up. Is this a third colossal ruin creature? There's pipes. Is this a facility? The moment of destiny is at hand. This is just a normal mechanical door. I mean to say that as long as we open this mechanical door, we will gain access to the ruins. This is my first time entering a Darian ruin, you know. It is surprising that I might be excited. Oh, is it so surprising that I might be excited? Eh? You sounded so confident earlier that Paimon thought you must have explored loads of ruins. Well, I can't claim to have personally explored them, but this copy of Reen's investigation notes, written as it is by an excellent scholar of ancient histories, it is as though I were there in the flesh. Reen's investigation notes. Have you never heard of it? I thought that only one sequestered in distant deserts such as I would have not have heard of such a brilliant scholar. These notes contain a lot of records left by the people of Dari. According to the author, he once discovered knowledge that surpasses mortals in these ruins. This sounds harder to believe by the moment. Leaving that aside for the moment, now that we have these notes, entering the Darian ruins should be a simple matter. If you don't believe me, let's test this. For example, if we'd like to open this device... Oh, there we go. Turn the gears such that all three types of runes are displayed. Ensure that the square rune is connected to a triangular rune at the bottom without changing said same triangle. The square rune is connected to the rectangular rune at the bottom. Simply do as I instruct, and we should be fine. Okay, so turn the gears that are all three types. All three types of runes are displayed. Ensure that the square rune is connected to the triangle rune at the bottom without changing said triangle. So don't touch the triangle. Connect the square to the triangle. The top is free game. There is a problem. I don't see a square on this thing. Where's the square? Rotate the device to change the cipher displayed on it. When the cipher is correctly displayed, the device will be unlocked. Oh, I get it. I'll come back to that later. This is just another colossal ruin. A ruin colossus. I forget what they're called. We should call them ruin colossus. Sigh. It looks like we've finally reached the heart of these ruins. Now then, as one amongst us who has done a fair amount of research into Darian ruins, allow me to tell you all about it. According to these notes I have, this was once a proving ground where the Darians would conduct research and tests. The great song of Kavarina we seek is at the deepest part of this facility. If you want to reach it, we'll first have to... Thank you for sharing the notes. And now this confirms it isn't actually another ruin colossus, it's just a facility. Doesn't make a lick of sense to me, though. Let's read. These are some notes in the corner of these schematics. I have drawn up these schematics based on the structural diagrams of the workshops left within the ruins of Conrians. The information regarding the Cavarina are, in turn, annotations I made based on a mix of on-site examinations and logical deductions. These Cavarina life forms were able to delve into underground locations where few humans might be found, assuming that there is no heretofore unknown greater power pulling their strings. Excuse me. We can deduce that they too, at some point, had some will of their own. Although research into Cavarina is only just begun, I believe that the reliance of this power on a specific ecology means that we need not expend too much time looking into it. You were just saying that you'd done your homework and you're fumbling about already? Well, the makeup of these ruins really is too complicated. I doubt anyone could fully understand the principles behind the mysterious machines the Darians used, just from descriptions alone. Let me see. Ah, there we go. Looks like our current position is that of the control hub for the entire proving ground. If we wish to reach the Great Song, we must first activate the entire ruin's control mechanisms. To do so, we have to solve an energy issue. Though the people of Dari are said to have been able to use the power of impurity to operate machines and master monsters, it seems that these ruins don't do so. On the contrary, it seems that they used a form of energy known as azosite. They are drawn from pure elemental energy before being formed into blocks. That means as long as we find an energy block of this kind, we will be able to provide energy to these cores, after which we should be able to settle any other problems with ease. That sounds troublesome. Now, if only we could simply settle this through combat. Well, let's begin then. Wait, actually, this feels familiar. That's true. Didn't we find similar devices within that large machine we operated elsewhere in Sumeru? Ah, so you have seen such devices before, have you? Well, that makes things much easier for us. In that case, I will leave some of the work of searching for the energy block to you. This is a set of schematics that show the layout of the proving ground. I'm sure you'll put it to good use. In the meantime, I'll have some other things I must examine. As such, I'll wait for you to return here. With the honored envoy by your side, this shall be child's play. I know it. If you encounter any issues, just examine the schematics a bit more closely. Well, you say so. Let's go... This is the dead end. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Double. Triple. Oh, there we go. I was about ready to go back outside. Huh. Well, that's troublesome. Oh, hello there.
Behold, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung.
Oh, one of them's Geo. Oh, there are two Geo. Well, this is awkward.
Do your worst!
Mind the side effects. Remember, health comes first.
Propagate! We shall prevail!
A bitter pill to swallow.
The doctor will see you. By royal decree.
As you wish, mein Fräulein. Mind the side effects. The
Oh, now you're
life of an adventurer certainly isn't easy.
Well, now that we have that taken care of. Welcome back, Barazan.
Need the help of an elder.
Ah, so it was necessary to do this. I love being accidentally smart. It's also a curse. Oh, this looks important. A record left by an unknown person. It appears to be hidden here intentionally. It's beyond doubt that the elders of the Order of Skeptics are hiding something. Only by accompanying the investigation team from the rainforest was I able to resolve the doubts I held for many years. The realm does not just belong to those of the blood of Conria, but it is the homeland of all human beings. Holding fast to this maxim, my ancestor Hadura couldn't bear to see our people meet such a tragic end, and yet their dedication was rewarded by an unjust punishment. Their reputation impugned, and legacy stigmatized. I now understand the meaning of all this. Perhaps it is as the notebook says, and we can find a power that transcends even that of the abyss. The power of evolution. That is way too foreboding for me. Oh, an energy block. Sweet. Ah, would you look at that? We're getting the old Skyrim puzzle here. It's just a Skyrim puzzle at this point. That's a bad comparison. I feel kind of like dirty saying that as a comparison, but like it's basically what it feels like.
Spring forth! Yield!
A bitter pill to swallow.
Too easy!
Too late for regrets. Years of the storm.
Seems like an emergency.
Hear my prayer! Pin them down!
Truth repeats its course. Dare to mess with me?
I know it's not flawless, but I feel like this is a pretty good team.
What? So all that running around was for this?
Shang, behave.
Tell us to go that way, but I'm really curious what's down here. The urge to explore is very real. I just slowly... There we go. What's down the wrong path? I would like to know. What are those? Did I accidentally discover something? That feels like a boss room. Let's go back the other way. Let's go back the right way. I think the right way might be safer now that I think about it.
Mind the side effects.
No join. Hey. Yo, we're back. We got a block. It is just as the notes say. Oh, You're back already. But judging from your appearance, you must have found the energy block we require. I've examined these energy cores. They are very well preserved. Now, all that is needed is to install the energy block into them. And that I shall leave in your hands. Oh, you're really boosting our confidence here. Say, do you also have a blast shield to protect yourself in case this blows up my face? That was not block at all. That was cylindrical in the shape. The energy cores have been filled. Now we should be able to activate the control systems. Huh? That wasn't what I was expecting. Is there a problem somewhere? It seems as if we'll need to go have a look at the control center where the relays are. Which is fine. It's only on the way to the proving ground, all the same. Well now, it seems the control center is in the direction you previously came from. Since that's the case, let's go together. Ah, so I was going the right way by accident. I tend to do that a lot. As I thought, the problem lies with these relays. The energy from the energy cores isn't reaching them. We need a way to connect them. And some of the relays in this place have been sealed in crystal. But since these ruins don't use impurities as an energy source, they shouldn't have come to the attention of the Cavarina at all. The only explanation for that has to be that this place was intentionally sealed by someone with the ability to use Cavarina. Why would they do that? What are they trying to hide? Well, I suppose this can be discussed later. Our current task is still to use Cavarina's power to remove the gray crystals that have formed these seals. There should be Farwicks nearby that contain Cavarina's power. I believe you can sense it too, mighty envoy. Of course. Are you doubting my majestic power as the Bloom God? Hardly. I would never dare. Please, great and eminent envoy, guide us. We need to find the Farwicks, remove the gray crystals, and then use the mixer once again to connect these relays. Oh wow, they're frozen in the crystals. Ancient crystals left by the Conrians rely on a mysterious energy control system to operate. A series of many energy relays provide energy to it, and some parts have ceased operation due to the effect of the gray crystals. Rotate the mixer to change the flow direction of the energy on circuit. Some mixers are not bolted down to the energy circuit. Can also move along. When the energy is routed to the control device, you can activate and use the corresponding facilities. I solved the problem.
Oh, it's just some chronic problem I have flaring up again. Nothing to worry about.
We need that third source of power. So, it's time to go down the direction I thought was going to be a boss battle room. Is it? Is it boss battle-y? No, it's Sealy. This circuit is so complicated. I suppose we should start from where the source is beginning. However, Asili. This takes top priority. Ah, see, it leads me to something good. Whatever the thing is. Dune Guide.
What? So all that running around was for this?
Shang, behave.
So what is this? Did I learn about this and I forgot? Well, no, they have it in the picture. They don't say it. I guess we'll fuck around and find out. That usually is what ends up happening with me a lot. Oh, an elevator. That's helpful. Ooh, ladders. That's even more helpful. Oh, I see what this does. Oh, I see what this does. We need the one up there. Lead the way, Sealy.
The life of an adventurer certainly isn't easy.
Oh. There's the bosses in this boss room. Oh, and there's Dendrooculus. Oh, hello. How long have you been there?
Don't forget to wash your hands. Goodness knows where these things have been.
Baizhu giving the real advice. Wash your fucking hands. What's up the elevator? Going up.
Taking a turn for the better.
Germinate!
We shall prevail! Ha! Too easy!
Ears of the storm! We'll see about that!
Do your worst! Grant us your blessing! You're exposed!
Impressed?
I have failed.
I love getting cornered by enemies. It makes me so happy.
The doctor will see you. Truth repeats its course. Too late for regrets.
Remember, health comes first. The life of an adventurer certainly isn't easy.
Wait, where am I in relation to everything?
Yield!
Where does this connect? Okay, so I think Candace is actually really good for collecting minerals. Ah. Incredibly, the devices within the ruins still operate normally, even after such an unimaginable disaster. Disaster. Unimaginable disaster. Though this means we must be careful of defensive systems, the devices shall be of great benefit to our research. We found some traces left behind by some people who came to inspect the ruins. It looks like others have been here long before us. However, their records are nothing more than gibberish and nonsense and cannot teach us anything. Strangely, that ranger is even more interested in the documents we discovered than we were. Perhaps we can use this to induce him to relax his vigil. Let me see where this leads. I'm very curious.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Ah, back here. I'm realizing you could probably do this whole thing before having to talk with, what's the name, Nasajuna again? Like, when you first get locked behind the door, you can probably do all of this and get this all, like, squared away. Ah, our work here is done. Oh, well, that's a boss room if I've ever seen one. Great Envoy and her honored Yasnapati. I fear that this is as far as I may attend. And what's the problem this time? According to the text, the road ahead is full of perils that no ordinary mortal may bear. But once we go in here, we shall be within the proving ground that the Darians once used to test their machines. There is even an incomplete prototype of a giant machine amongst them. The copied Dorian records in my notes say that this place was once modified for use as fortifications for which the monsters could be attacked, although it didn't see much use in that regard. Strange, isn't it? Why would the Dorians who triggered the defiling disaster create machines to fight monsters? At the same time, now that we have activated the control systems for these ruins, the defensive mechanisms within are The proving grounds must also have been activated. The great song we are searching for should be within that golem. Oh, it's a ruined golem. That's what they're called. Though I am stymied, I suspect that it will prove easy for you all. Please allow me to stay here and await your return, so that we may be able to obtain the great songs of Cavarina. Well, you are indeed but a mere human. Such a request is to be expected. By your gracious leave, then. Well, guess Nasajun is slipping off at the last moment. Still, Paimon's a lot happier now that the two of you won't be bouncing off each other for a while. Ooh, what's this? A lot of zippies around. We are right near the coast at this point. Oh. Well, we got to the heart of the matter. So, now what? That weird cannon emerged from the ground. Paimon, we don't even know if it's a cannon. Are they trying to say that we shoot the big machine over there? Such a thoughtful design. Your imagination truly is wild, Pale Floater. Did Nasuraya not say earlier that this place was modified from its original form as a proving ground for testing machine functionality? It appears that the device we unlocked earlier was meant to be used to activate the proving ground. It seems that the modifications did not include the dismantling of the original devices. A most helpful discovery indeed. In that case, my Yasnapati, the honor of operating this cannon shall be yours. Alright, if you say so. Alakazam, Alakazam, I'm sending you out. Oh, what is... oh. Why is... It does not like me looking up there. Let's just blow it up and get rid of... Oh, that's not so good. Oh, hello. Oh, come on.
Spring forth! Do your worst!
Dang it.
Flee!
Mind the side effects.
Hear my prayer! Too easy!
The doctor will see you.
Oh, it is so choppy and why is it so choppy right now? I am sorry for this presentation slideshow we're getting. I should run pyro.
act.
Can I please get characters I'm switching to?
Seems like an emergency. This is nothing.
Yield! It's nothing. Pin them down!
I am so sorry. I don't know why it's being like this right now. How big is this place that's bugs?
I can't fall here.
The doctor will see you now.
Do your worst! We shall prevail! Yield! Just a grace.
This would have been so much easier, but this is just making it way more difficult right now.
Scatter! Do your worst!
Taking a turn for the better.
Flee!
Truth repeats its course.
I have to double tap everything now. I have to double tap my buttons just to get this to work correctly.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Terminate! Do your worst! Grant us your blessing!
I think if I haven't zoomed in a lot closer, I've noticed it's kind of like keeping it fresher in terms of movement.
Yield!
Oh, now it's up. A moment to breathe.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Do your worst! Ha!
Okay, is that it? Please tell me that was it. Oh, great, there's two of them now. Oh, thank you, Sarush. Maybe I should have brought Pirate character. Oh, thank God, at least they're easier now.
Have fun with this gift.
We shall
Remember, health comes first. Mind the side effects. This is nothing.
Too easy. Yield. Grant us your blessing. Do your worst.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Dare to mess with me? We'll see about that. Truth repeats its course.
Mind the side effects. Seems like an emergency.
Yield! Hear my prayer!
Swoosh. Thank you. Top off. Is that it? Please be an easy thing this time. Oh, that's way worse. Huh. Well, that's good. Oh.
Spring forth! Do your worst! Flee!
Have fun with this gift.
Grant us your blessing!
Mind the side effects. Remember, health comes first.
Do your worst!
I swear, this thing is so easy to bully and take care of. It's only a problem with there's other enemies with it. By itself, it's easy to take apart.
Flee!
We'll see about that.
Ah, we got it. Yay. So it was just the 2 ruin guards that was lagging my game horribly. Oh, that's good to know at least. I don't know why that was happening, but hey, at least we figured that out. A heavy cannon found in the proving grounds of the ruins. It was originally used to test some mechanical functionalities, and when activated, it possesses unimaginable power. Ah, so we have to dismantle it when we're done. Aim the ruin cannon and attack the golem's core to deal effective damage to it. When the golem releases its energy shield, quickly destroy the 3 points in each corner of the shield to render it ineffective. What if we just shoot at it with the cannon regardless? Oh, I like this. Oh, I smooth like. Haha. I wanted to shoot it one more time. Alright, now, I want to continue the rest of this, but I'm going to leave it right here for now, as it is almost 12:30. So I'm just gonna do this little time trial and then get the little thing over there, and then I think we'll wrap it up for the night. What do I think of the world crest so far? It's pretty cool. I love getting to explore all these like ancient ruins. They're really nice.
Here you go. Thank you, Madame Farazan.
Well, that was very easy. What else we got here? Flowers. We got flowers. A lot of good flowers. But, what? Might be nearing the end of this area. Oh, wait. You don't know? Well, I'm going to end here because
death,
we'll be doing a lot more next week.
world around us.
Behold my righteous strike. Ah, I followed 8 Sealy. Now to follow the other 8. Well, not 7. The other 7. And for time trials, 8 now. So I gotta find 4 more. How many premium gems do I have? Probably not enough, but I will check.
All follow a set of laws.
Enough. I actually do have enough. So I could go and wish on the weapon banner if I wanted to right now. Hear me out. No, I don't want to save for Fontaine, Twee. Look, I'll tell you, look, here's what can happen. I won't spend any fates because I'm doing my my rule of 5. It's greater than 5. So I'm not going to wish on anything. I'll wait for the special program. If they show anything interesting coming up next, I have yet to see the Hydro Archon, so I have yet to feel invested in the character. I don't know if I want to save for a character I might not like. What's the point then? Oh, but Ice Booth, you were busy saving for Baizhu, and you didn't even know if he'd be good. I knew he'd be good the moment I heard his voice. And also, look at that. Oh, you can't see it. Look at that. I have 1 out of 2. I'm almost guaranteed. I'm almost guaranteed that weapon. Look at that. 1 out of 2. I almost got that weapon. I just gotta fail the 50-50 again, and then I get it. Isn't that what we all want? We just want the Jade Falls splendor. I still think there shouldn't be 2 50-50 losses in the weapon banner. Yeah, that does seem kind of stupid. What is my pity? I think it's been reset. I could check, but it does a weird thing where like it makes it hard for me to like navigate with my cursor because it hides the cursor. It's a weird little glitch that occurs. So, for the time being, I will check that offline when I get a chance.
But if you never test the limit.
I am happy with the prototype amber. Yeah, the prototype amber is very good by itself because it does provide extra healing. Anyways, that will be it for tonight. I hope you all enjoyed this. I certainly did. Next week, we will be getting fully into Psychonauts 2. I know I only played it on Tuesday, but the past 2 days now, I have been just craving to play more of it, and I cannot wait for Tuesday to come back around. Furthermore, as for Genshin, yeah, like I said, next week we will be doing, after this, if we get this all done, a lot of world quests, because I have been starting to stockpile a ton of them, and there are ones I haven't even started. So we'll be going from Inazuma toward Liwa and then to Sumeru to finish a lot of these, because a lot of these I do need to get done. They need to get finished, and it's driving me insane that I don't have them finished at all. And I would love to get the Primo Gems that are attached to them as well. But anyway, we are going to find someone to raid for tonight. Let me see who is online right now that we can raid. Alright, got a good number of people online right now. You know who we haven't raided in a while? And I see he has the kind of like the least amount of watchers right now. Let's go raid Hey Mr. Rabbit. I think we raid Hey Mr. Rabbit tonight.
There. That's where I gotta go. How do I get over there?
And he is playing Resident Evil 4 tonight.
It flies. Oh, you just messed with the wrong goblin. Go up there.
So we're gonna raid Hey Mr. Rabbit. Be sure to say hi when you go in there for the raid. If you do not want to join in the raid, that is perfectly fine. You can go and watch whoever you like watching that's online right now. Rabbit's currently with his friends. I don't remember one of their names, but I know one of them is Sarah. But yeah, I'll see you all later. Have a good night.
A lot of stuff just happened.
Bye.